knows him. His name is Bud Winter. Have you ever heard of Bud? Bud Winter died in 1986. The reason why you don't know him, he's a track and field coach. If he was a football coach, well, everybody know him, huh? Bud Winter's athlete, San Jose State College, dominates our nation for years in track and field. Now, he had 3 United States Olympic teams which dominate the world. Bud Winter's athletes, in a 12-year period, they went out and set 37 world records. I'm going to ask you right now, is that any good? Bud Winter's athletes all perform in total fluid motion and stress. Let me ask you something about our golf game. Do we need to chip, pitch, putt, and drive the ball in total fluid motion and stress? Is that right? Does anybody in this room today always have a practice swing that feels better than the real one? How come when we swing golf clubs at the Dandelions, we're terrific? Now there's no more dandelions to play with. Now what we give you? The devil. The ball's got you. The distance we have to hit it, lakes, trees, out of bounds, scorecard, bet money and all that. But here's the big one. When we're on the golf course and we experience failure. Golf course 4-hour exam, right? Made up of a lot of little quizzes. We just hit the last shot crooked, so we failed our quiz. If we immediately do not feel, identify, and know what made the last shot go crooked, what haven't we done for ourselves by the time we get up to the next quiz? What has not happened? We haven't made the correction. The track coach took up golf, thank goodness, many years ago. When Bud Winter hit a golf ball, there was a golf professional named Bob giving him a lesson. Now, years ago, I spent a little time with Robert and then all my homework. When the track coach hit the ball, Robert, the golf pro, stood behind him, fixed the grip, left arm, elbow, heads moving, you know, all the stuff. And a track and field coach turned to the golf professional and said, Bob, you need to stop the golf lesson. This golf lesson you're giving to me here in this environment, while I'm hitting the ball, you with me, during execution, is unlearnable, a waste of time, an act of insanity. Is anybody here familiar with insanity? Robert responded, I'm trying to help you. Why don't you do what I'm showing you? And the track coach said, Robert, we know you're trying to help, but hasn't anybody let you know that you don't know what you're doing? What do you mean? I shot 68 yesterday, 6 events on the golf tour last year. I don't know what I'm doing. Track coach said, Bob, we know you shot 68. Right now you're supposed to help me. First, what are the fundamentals that we must learn? What are they? Second, this is the tricky part. What is the sequence of learning these fundamentals that make it possible for the arm swingers to become what?
Legs.
Of all the fundamentals that we have to learn in golf, which one do we have to learn first? What do you say? What do we got to learn first in golf?
How to hold the club.
We got to learn first in golf. Come on.
Posture.
Grip.
Keep your head down.
Well, you've got balance, rhythm, tempo, timing, grip, alignment, posture, the head still spine, align the ball, left arm straight, right elbow, close, left angle, hold in, keep the club face square, shoulder, turn the dash, leg, twist, relax. We haven't begun the downswing yet. And we got to do all that stuff correctly in stress without what? Thinking? Is this sports skill at least 30% mental? Who would agree with that? Who thinks it might be a little more than 30? How much of this is mental? What's the...
70.
70? No, keep going.
Yeah.
You're not there yet. It's 100% mental. The brain swings the club. If you want to know where your golf swing is right now, it's in here. It'll be in there tomorrow. If I take your brain out, can you swing a golf club? A guy the other day said I'd be better with it. It's killing me. And I can't make, I don't know what's in there, but I can't make it stop repeating when it keeps repeating. We will swing at a golf ball just like all physical skills, analytical left brain thinking or right brain subconscious. Which one is fluid motion? Come on. Right brain subconscious. One analytical thought under stress of the golf course over the ball. Fluid motion is not possible. My point to you is we're not to be thinking. You know what? It's not easy to not think, huh? Before we do the first lesson here in just a moment, you're going to hang on tight to a principle if you're serious about learning this. Are you?
Yeah.
Then 3 words, hang on to them. Every swing counts. You with me? Here's what that means to us. It does not matter if we practice. It matters what we learn, not if we learn. Correct? Millions of golfers tried their best to improve. I know that. But this is when we know it's a waste of time and money, is when we're not getting better every week. That's how we know. Until we get an A on the quiz every time we take it. Now, where do millions of golfers practice? Where do they go hit balls? A driving range. Guess where I don't want you going right now? Take a guess. Do you know that your driving range and your golf course are two different sports? Would you buy that? Do you know what a driving range is? 75 mulligans on a flat surface.